This is without a doubt the best Froglight farm in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. It's also super easy to set up and gives you over 9 stacks of Froglights every hour, which if you're wondering, looks a little something like this. Let's get right into the video. Now the first thing I'm going to mention is this is a dangerous farm. It is a very hard farm to build because you are in a Bastion Remnant with all of these guys running around who can very easily kill you. As well, as far as I'm aware, there's not any efficient way to stop the magma cubes from spawning unless you are on peaceful mode. If you're on easy, normal, or hard and don't want to switch it, they will continue to spawn as you're building the farm, which will make it very, very difficult to build. But with that, we're going to get into the tutorial. So the first thing you want to do is find yourself, like I mentioned, a Bastion Remnant like this, where you have a magma cube spawner. The reason for this is because you have to have the magma cubes killed by the frogs to actually get the Froglights. Again, I would highly recommend clearing out this space before you actually build this farm because it will make it very complicated. With all that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. The first thing you're going to want to do is break the chain over top of the spawner and 1 block up as well, and then place 2 solid blocks. I'm going to use smooth stone, but you can use any block that you want. Just make sure it's not dirt, otherwise Enderman might be able to pick that up and mess up the farm. Now underneath of this spawner here, you're going to want to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks there. Now, as you just saw, I did place quite a few blocks inside of the lava, and we are going to end up doing that a couple of times. So if it's helpful for you, you might want to take some sand, some gravel blocks, anything gravity like that, and drop it down this lava to clear all this stuff out, because it will just make your life easier. Now, what you want to do is go 5 blocks in all directions. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then break into the wall and go 5 there. And then again, do that for all 4 of the sides, or 5. There you go. So you should now have 5 blocks branching off from all 4 sides, and then you should have 2 blocks above. Now what you want to do is clear out all of the blocks in this range. So all of these blocks here, gonna have to clear them out. All of these blocks, clear them out. This is because we're gonna make one big spawning box for the magma cubes to spawn in. Once you're done doing that, your area should look like this, and as you can see, we have no blocks that are within this range. Now what you want to do is go 1 more block higher like that, and then you can go ahead and break all of these blocks here. You then want to take a slab and place it on top of that spawner, and then you can go ahead and make a roof at this height, and this roof is going to be the size of this box. Now if you're wondering, the reason we are doing the roof before the walls is just to prevent these guys up here from dropping onto your heads. Otherwise, if you build the walls first and then one of them drops in, you are going to be stuck in a box with them. So putting a roof first just makes sure that they won't be able to do that. So once you're done with that, you should have a big 11 by 11 roof. It doesn't matter if there's blocks over top, you just don't want to have any blocks underneath. One more thing that I forgot to mention, I would highly recommend you guys bring lots of fire resistance potions, shields, good armor, everything like that, but definitely some fire resistance potions because they are very helpful. For 1, obviously if you fall into the lava you can survive, but 2, if you are about to die to these guys, you can just drink a potion, jump into the lava, and you are a lot more safe down here than you would be on top of the blocks. Now if I could just steal you guys for 10 seconds, I just wanted to say thank you. By the time I release this video, our Discord server will have hit 5,000 members, which is absolutely insane. So make sure to go check it out there. You can talk with other subs, download my worlds, get personalized help with your builds, anything like that. It's super, super useful. 5,000 other people are already over there, so make sure to check it out. With that, let's get back into the video. So once you're feeling prepared and you have the roof up here, we can go ahead and get started on the walls. The walls are very simple. All you want to do is connect all of the corners over top of the block, and then go ahead and make one big box that obviously spans up to the roof. Okay guys, I forgot to hit record, but all I said is you're going to want to fill in the floor as well. I keep doing that. I'll be better. But anyways, once you have that, you should have a full box around this spawner with 1 block above it, and then 4 blocks below, and to all 4 of the sides, just like that. Now really quickly, I'm just going to show you guys how the spawning works for these spawners. I have a pack called Markers Pack by Foxy No Tail. So what I'm going to do is take an armor stand, put a banner in, and then if you shift and cycle through this guy, he has a bunch of different cool things that are great for designing farms, but the one we care about is this one right here, which is the spawning radius for these spawners. As you can see, it is exactly, I believe it's 9 blocks by 9 blocks. And if you break out this wall, you see it doesn't extend further. This is why it is okay to have the box this size, because all of the magma blocks are, or magma cubes, sorry, are going to be spawning inside of this box. If you want to check out this resource pack, the link is down in the description. With that out of the way, the next thing we want to do is come to either one of the 4 sides. It does not matter, but whichever side you pick is going to be your AFK location. You want to come to the middle, so that's going to be 3 blocks from that side and 3 blocks from this side as well. You're going to want to break out 3 blocks by 3 blocks just like this, and then of course cover up any lava that you have. Now again, you are going to want to clear out all of this lava, so I recommend taking some sort of gravity block and placing it down, just in case the lava is more than 1 block deep. You are going to be able to clear that out. As well, you're going to want to place blocks around here just to make sure that no lava is able to flow in and obviously kill us. Now once you've got all the lava cleared out, you're going to want to take this 3 more blocks down for a total of 5 blocks deep. And there you go. Once you have this hole dug, the 3x3 hole at the side of your box, what you want to do is hop down here, and if you're in survival mode, which I'm assuming you are, you might want to go ahead and block this off temporarily just so the magma blocks cannot jump down to you. Now what you want to do is go to any one of these 3 blocks, doesn't really matter. I'm going to pick this one, and you want to lead 1 hopper into it, and then lead 8 more hoppers into those ones, so all of the items are going to lead into this here. Now you can go ahead and temporarily break some of these blocks. Again, be careful for lava because obviously you don't want to die. And then go ahead and place down 2 chests right there, so any of the items that go into these hoppers are all going to go inside of that chest. You then want to take 9 carpet and place them on top of these hoppers, and the reason we do this is so any endermen that fall into nearby lava are not going to teleport onto here. Now you want to take a bucket of powdered snow. I know it can be annoying, but take a bucket of powdered snow, you do need it. Place it down in the middle. This is going to break down the magma cubes from their biggest form down into their smallest form, so our frogs can then eat them and turn them into the frog lights. Now what you want to do is take a piece of glass and place it down right over top of the chest so we can still open it up, and then you can just put any solid block right there. The next thing you want to do is look at this wall here and break out those 6 blocks like that. Now you're going to want to run over to here, and you just want to make yourself a nice sized AFK platform. This doesn't really matter how big this area is. I'm just going to make it 2 blocks by 3 blocks like this. And then of course you want to box in the entire thing just to make sure you are not able to die. And then of course you're also going to want to add a way to get in and out of here. So for me, I'm just going to add some ladders up, and then I'll take a trapdoor and put it on top so I can pretty easily climb in and out of our area. I'm also just going to fill these blocks in because I think it looks nicer, but it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, all you really need is just some box off of the side of this box here where you are going to be sitting and AFKing. Now what you want to do is place down 3 blocks like that, and then 3 slabs right there, and this is where you're going to be sitting. The magma blocks are going to spawn in, they're going to see you standing back here, run towards you, and then fall down into the killing chamber. Which reminds me, now what you want to do is break all the way down, obviously watch out for lava again, until you are able to see your chest. And then you just want to make a way to get up and down from that chest. Gotta be really careful of the lava, and there we go. With all of that done, the final thing we have to do is get a frog inside of our hole down here. Now there are a couple different ways to do it, and it depends on which type of frog light you want to get. Now lucky for you, I think most of you are going to want to get the pearlescent one. If you want to get that, the easiest way to do this without having to do any complicated methods is to get a bucket of tadpole, throw it down inside of here, and then spam down some slime balls, and eventually this tadpole will turn into the pearlescent frog. If you do this in the nether, it is going to turn into this frog every single time. Now the complicated part comes if you want to get the green or the yellow frog lights. So if you want to get either of these, obviously you're going to have to get that type of frog down here. So to do that, you are going to need a nether portal, and then obviously you're going to need a way to get it through the nether portal. So either a minecart and a rail, or a boat and a lead, or anything like that. But of course the first step is to go ahead and make yourself a nice little nether portal inside of this box. Light it, and then obviously go to the other side. Now for the green frog light, it does get a little more complicated. You're either going to have to find this specific type of cold swamp biome to get them naturally spawning, or you can do the same thing with a tadpole and a slime ball. Now if you don't want to use a bunch of slime balls, or if you don't have them, you can just place down the tadpole and put them in a box with water and wait for it to grow up, but I don't have the time for that. What I am going to do, however, is still put it inside of a box so it doesn't go flying away when it actually turns into a frog. Just something like this, or I don't know, even that's fine, doesn't really matter. Place down your tadpole, grow them up, and wait, and you'll see since we are in this cold biome, it is going to turn into a green frog. And then obviously get him into my boat, minecart, whatever you're doing, and get it through the nether portal. Okay, so I've gotten my green frog back to the nether portal, and now all you have to do is either boat him through, or I use a lead, so just get him into the range of the portal, and then just break the boat and kind of shove him through and he'll go through. Perfect, there we go, and he should be on the other side, and now all you have to do is get this guy down this hole. And perfect, there we go. So now I have these two guys, and I'm going to show you how to get the yellow frog light now. Now for the yellow frog light, it is pretty easy to get. All you have to do is come to any regular biome, doesn't really matter. Place down again your bucket of tadpole, and then go like this, and he will turn into the yellow frog light frog. Now again, I'm just going to go ahead and get this guy inside of a boat really quickly, if you don't mind, thank you. Put him on a lead, and then get him through the nether portal. Once you're through here, you can go ahead and break your nether portal, or once you have all the frogs that you need, because you're not going to need them anymore. Of course, again, push this guy down inside of there, and I'm going to have one type for all three, so I can get all three different frog lights, but of course, you only need the type that you want. Now, using the farm is very simple. Once you have all of your frogs down inside of the hole, all you need to do is come over here, make sure obviously your blocks are placed down, and then go ahead and turn your game into easy, normal, or hard for the best rates. Now, as you can see, these magma cubes are going to spawn in. When I turn my game into survival mode, they are going to see me, run towards me, and then jump down into that 3x3 hole. Now, if I go back into creative mode, as you're going to see, that snow block right there is going to break this big magma cube down into its smallest form. And then once it's turned down into its smallest form, all these frogs are going to eat these small magma cubes, turn them into their frog lights, and then obviously you can come down to this chest, and all of the drops go inside of here. Now, from one big magma cube, I was able to get 8 of these frog lights, and of course, the second that one died, more of these magma cubes were able to spawn. Now, all I have to do is stand here, obviously in survival mode. I can stay here all night because you are safe in a box, and you will come back to double chests full of these frog lights. That is all for today's video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And again, thank you guys so much for 5,000 Discord members. You could download this exact world if you want. It's the first link in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Blazed MC out.